can you testing? Can you say
Testing.
testing? Testing. 1, 2, 3.
Testing.
Okay,
1, 2, 3. It'd be so funny if you only get one audio track.
Right? And then this is recording. Okay, I think we're live.
Whoa.
Okay, okay.
How did your research go, do you think?
Oh my gosh, I'm so unprepared. I didn't do any research.
I only did light research considering I think we have a lot to cover.
We do.
So I don't think we have...
Oh, we don't have a lot. Okay.
No, we do have a lot, which is like varied. I think there's so much stuff that happened that we don't really need to deep dive into any one particular topic, you know?
Okay. Is your mic on?
I don't know. I tested it, but I don't really know what that does.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing. I don't know. Let's just hope for the best. We'll hope for the best. Okay.
If it's meant to be, it's meant to be.
So we're doing a summer wrap-up.
Exactly. Even though it's not technically over, some big stuff has already happened today.
Really? Stuff happened
Sabrina's album dropped.
Okay. But that was planned, so it wasn't a surprise.
It was, but I completely forgot. It was supposed to be last night, and then I woke up today. I was like, oh, shit. So I have already listened to it once. Have you?
No. So it's Man's best friend.
Yes. And if you recall, the album cover was controversial because everybody was like, why are you essentially some man's dog? As it turns out, it was just rage bait because most of the album is satire on how men view women. From my initial listen, is what I gather from it. Okay. So it's a funny Sabrina album, which I think is like her brand.
It's very tongue-in-cheek, wink, coquette.
But I will say, musically, I don't think it's as strong as Sweet and Sour, her last album.
Is it the same producer?
I don't know, actually. Let's see. Because Sweet and Sour was produced by, who? Oh, did I call it Sweet and Sour? I think it's Short and Sweet.
Yeah, it's Short and Sweet. You got funny. Chinese food on the brain.
Always. It's an Antonov production, and I think this one...
Okay.
Well, he was not alone in it, but he was one of the 4 people listed.
That did Short and Sweet.
Short and Sweet.
And that's Taylor's...
go-to.
Co-writer, producer.
Yeah. Oh, is he also a co-writer for her? I didn't know.
Oh, yeah. And then he also... So then he also produced Sabrina, and I think he maybe also did Olivia Rodrigo and Lana Del Rey. So that's why they're all kind of together.
Prolific.
Because they all kind of circle the orbit of Jack Antonoff.
Look at that. Man's best friend, also an Antonoff production.
Okay.
He's really got his hands in on all these girly pop albums.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then it should be as good as Short and Sweet if it's also Jack Antonoff. But you're saying you didn't think it was strong.
It's a good album, but I think Short and Sweet was like a really good album. So I don't think it holds up. And... we were talking about, there's not really like a song of the summer type deal. And I don't necessarily think that we're going to get it from this album either. Because the strongest contenders, I would imagine, are the 2 lead singles, which is Man-Child, which has seen a considerable amount of airplay, like I think.
Well, it got TikTok. Well, you're not on TikTok, but it's got
I see it.
Soundbite. It's really used a lot on TikTok.
Yeah. And, that is one of the things necessary for being a song of the summer, I think. But it just didn't have the feel of last year's like Espresso. That was a song of the summer for sure. And I don't think it's just hard to live up to the heights of last summer, I think.
But also, I think the messaging is negative. Like saying Man-Child, it's kind of like a put down, so it's not going to go as viral. Because Espresso is more like love, happy, uplifting. I think negativity is not going to be as viral.
Well, I think to say negativity is a little. I think it's satire. But
it's still not like people aren't going to be like, oh. So
it's not like this fun, jumpy,
It's like a diss. It's just basically dissing men. It's a little bit. Dissing men.
A little bit, yeah. And I think they're also going to have some hard time getting radio play on some of these songs because the lyrics are pretty like raunchy, and I'd be interested to hear how the radio edits of this come out because you can have like a popular song and the radio edit ruined. You remember Cardi B's WAP and the radio edit.
What was the radio? I forgot what.
Oh my god, the radio edit was it was worse than the actual song because nasty. They called it wet and gushy, and I was like,
Oh
ew.
my gosh.
What the fuck are you doing?
Oh my
It was
gosh.
disgusting.
Yeah, that's the worst.
Yeah,
Right.
like why?
Oh my god. I didn't really know that. Okay.
Yeah, it was gross.
Okay, so Sabrina's album dropped today.
It's pretty good, but
Yeah.
I don't think we're gonna get a song. Do you have a thought of what the song of the summer would be this year, if
There
any?
was no song of the summer.
There wasn't, huh?
No, this summer was the Nothing Burger summer.
Why do you think that is, though?
Because I don't know. Sometimes it just happens organically.
I guess, yeah.
Or it always happens organically, right? So, there just wasn't anything. Because we had the WAP. That wasn't that a summer one, or there was a Hot Girl Summer, and there was like WAP, and then Barbie, and then Brat.
Yes.
So there was kind of on a roll.
Do you think we just have like girly pop fatigue?
Maybe, and the K-pop is on the come up, but maybe there wasn't a K-pop song of the summer.
Has there ever been a K-pop song in the summer?
Maybe.
Because I know like BTS is huge. They've been huge for a long time, but I don't know any of their songs by name.
I knew one with Halsey. Because that was a hit. There was one with Halsey.
Oh, she did have a song with Halsey. Oh, they did have a song with Halsey. You're right.
Okay, so anyway, no pop music.
No.
Is there ever a song of the winter? I guess no. It has to be summer. Right?
Yeah, I don't think people are out in the winter, so there's not
Right.
really people in the clubs like dancing to anything.
Yeah. Okay. So then, pop music, nothing.
Kind of a letdown this year, but no matter what, it was going to be hard because just to live up to last summer's hype was impossible.
Oh yeah. So okay. Also, I mean, this is kind of part of that. Is the fact that we didn't have a song in the summer because we're in a recession. Everybody is contracting. We're not traveling. I'm not traveling. I'm on a budget. I can't even afford any of these concerts.
They're so expensive.
Yeah, so everything's contracting and we're in a recession. So that's why nobody's really having a fun summer song.
Maybe, but I don't think that would affect the artists themselves, considering they're all like millionaires and stuff. I don't know. You might be onto something. I just have no idea.
Right, because the music was written last summer or year, before, so they could have written.
Well, yeah, last year's biggest artist was Chapel, and she wrote all her songs like 2020 before she blew up. But
so nobody was writing good songs last year to come out this year.
Maybe they were too intimidated to come out this year, considering what they would have to live up to. Chapel tickets are so expensive. I tried to get ones for Forest Hill Stadium later this month, I think. $700.
Yeah, they're like.
What the fuck?
Yeah, they start at $600.
Oh my god!
Like all tickets are starting at $600 because even Savannah saw
Lady Gaga,
and
yes.
said her tickets were $600, and that she was like,
Jesus.
basically you have to go. She was like, told me like you have to go. There's no, you just have to. And so I looked up tickets, and they started at $1,600 now.
Oh my god! What
It's
the
ridiculous.
fuck?
This is like I can't even like a few hundred is too much.
We just have to see no-name artists, I think.
What?
We just have to see no-name artists.
Yeah.
Or some of them on the come up at least. You have any up-and-comers that you like?
No, but then somebody on my Instagram was saying that they were selling their ticket tonight for some person I've never heard of, and I was like, I am so old.
I was researching some songs that came out this year to see if there was any I like, and there is one new artist that I've seen, which is Raven LeVay. I don't know if you've heard of her, but she has a fantastic song that I think could have been the song of the summer if she was just more well known. It's called "Love Me Not."
Okay,
it's fantastic.
But remember that one song of the summer, like was it Polanczyk? Remember her?
The Polanczyk.
Polanczyk.
Oh, Carolyn Polachek.
Yeah, Carolyn Polachek. Whatever happened to her?
I have no idea. I think she's just one of these underground artists that has a cult following, but.
Oh, but you know what? She would have kept going up, but then Chapel took over that kind of niche. Of,
she just dominated last year.
But if Chapel had not been there, Carolyn
Polachek, I think,
would have kind of had that Chapel trajectory.
You think?
I think, or could have, or maybe. But because Chapel just squashed her.
Well, I just think Chapel has the performance aspect to it, along with the fantastic music. I don't know anything about this Carolyn girl.
Right, I think she just had maybe the songwriting chops.
Right.
There was a little bit of drama with something with her.
Really?
Something like a comment or a tweet that was bad.
There was always something.
Okay, so go ahead.
I mean, yeah, that's really much it. Like pop,
But the pop
nothing.
music.
But what's weird is like no other genres other than like country really have popped off this year either. And I don't listen to country
Yeah, I don't
personally.
listen to country.
But like last year, rap was huge because of Drake and Kendrick. That was
Okay.
like if you were to say that there was a song of summer, that Not Like Us has to be a contender over Espresso or any of the other pop girlies just because it was so played. But nothing this year that I've seen holds up to it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, next summer. Hopefully, you start writing songs for next summer.
Yeah, all you pop girlies out there.
Get on it.
But yeah,
Okay, next topic.
what do you have? What do you want to talk
okay,
about?
we can just say, okay, so yeah, nothing happened all summer, but then Taylor and Travis Kelce are back.
They are.
So she's dropping this album, and then the football season's starting, and they're engaged.
Yes.
So it's funny because, like, you know, when we were all talking about it
Mhm.
on the day of, and everybody was in the hallway talking, and then Randy was like, "Why are we talking about this?" But I kind of had
Doesn't
that
care.
thing too. It's like, why are we talking about this? But because they are really like world royalty. So
Yeah.
even if you don't care about the music or football or whatever, even though they're bigger than the British royals, they're bigger than the Kardashians, who are like American royalty. They're like really world royalty. So that's why it's important.
I feel like the Kardashians have really not been anything for
No,
a
they're
while
on
now.
decline.
Yeah, they had their time in the sun, I
Yeah.
think, for sure.
And they were basically only just America or U.S. focused, whereas
Yeah.
Taylor is worldwide beloved.
Yeah, well, I think it's easier for music artists to do so, like to transcend international borders than like TV
Mhm.
stars like the Kardashians. But did it catch you by surprise that she was engaged?
Not really, because I think everybody was hoping. It's because, like, yeah, hoping this one would take this relationship.
This one would take is so funny.
And it's cute. I guess I wasn't really surprised, but I was wondering about the numerology. If, like, because you know the date of the announcement,
Hmm.
if that meant anything, or I don't know.
Are you into all of this? Because I can't imagine that there isn't some sort of Easter egg that she has put out.
Right.
But maybe it was unplanned. Because I don't even know how long they've been dating.
It's 2 years.
Really?
They just had their 2-year anniversary of their first date.
Wow.
So-
That's longer than I remember, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, they were quiet for like most of this past year. They were quiet because the Eras tour ended and it was not football season.
I see.
So
Because I only recall seeing her at like one Super Bowl. So in my mind, that's how I keep track of their relationship.
yeah.
Yeah.
How many appearances? She
Yeah,
made.
at the Super Bowl.
And then that was it. But then I guess another thing, because everything for me right now is tying back to this recession and budgeting.
Mhm.
Where like, so she's releasing like on the day that she announced her album, she's been like on her Instagram stories every day is like releasing a new iteration of the cover.
Yes.
And I was like, this is such a money grab. It's such poor taste. I was like, you were gouging your fans because you know, like most people would just like maybe buy 2 or 3 iterations of that vinyl or whatever what they want to buy. But if you're gonna release 24 and or however many, and then you know that you've got these rabid fans that want to buy every single freaking vinyl of that album, just stop it. How much money do you need? This is so greedy.
Do you think it's even about the money or is it about chasing records? Because I think currently the only musician that has outsold her album number wise is Adele because she sold hundreds of millions in the 2010s.
Okay.
And I think she hadn't even an album in the 2020s. But I think she's the biggest selling artist ever right now. And I think
Adele.
Taylor is too, yeah.
But Taylor still is bigger than Adele. in
Oh, for sure.
Sales.
No, not number of sales, which is, I think, maybe why she is releasing so many iterations of the same albums, just so she can catch her number-wise.
Which is so gross. To me, it's so gross.
I think it's a little insecure, if in fact that is the case. I have no idea.
I don't know.
Right.
Swifties, don't come for me. Don't cancel me. But
Right.
I love Taylor Swift, but I'm like, that's just a bit much. Just stop. Just stop.
But I don't think that goodwill even will ever run dry. I think she can keep doing this forever because they will just keep buying it.
I guess so.
Because this is not new for her, you know.
No.
This is something that's been going on.
Yeah. But anyway, everything fades. So, you know, when she's
Eventually.
in her 60s or 70s, it'll slow down.
Yeah. Well, now that she can't make breakup albums, fingers crossed.
Yeah, fingers crossed. I do want this to work out. I'm happy for her. I just
Yeah.
don't like the sales tactic and the whole thing about that.
How did you feel about her announcing on Travis's podcast?
Oh, I didn't watch the episode. I thought it was cool. What did you think?
I just thought, why do it on his podcast? Just do it on your own thing.
Well, no, to support her fiance who she loves.
Yeah, but not everything has to tie back to your fiance.
True. But now they're a $1 billion couple, power couple.
I think she alone was already $1 billion couple.
Together it's even more.
Yeah.
So anyway, good for them.
Mm-hmm.
Congratulations.
Yeah. There's so many album iterations. Do you follow the numerology stuff? Because I feel like that has got to have driven at least a few of her fans into full-blown schizophrenia at some point.
No, because there was also like one of the album cover iterations. She's like holding some fingers out in the pose. I was like, how do you know she's not just posing? But they're always like, no, everything's very calculated. So if she's got 2 fingers out on her left hand and 5 fingers out on the right hand, it means something numerical.
Who has this much time to dig into this, please?
Anyway, okay, so that's them. What's next?
Well, we had a few other relationships that obviously aren't as big, but this year we did get like Selena and Benny confirmed their engagement. Yeah, see, nobody cares.
They only care about Travis and Taylor.
I know, but I thought that was fun for a little bit just because it was so funny seeing so many people for no reason hate on Benny Blanco just because they thought he was ugly.
Oh my god.
Like, please, he's done nothing wrong.
He's done nothing wrong.
What do you mean? They're just shitting on him 24/7.
The public is vicious.
I know.
Anything.
And he's so talented at what he does. Like, why are we so mean to him?
But you know what? They wouldn't be as mean if he just like would. Well, because he's just so himself, like with the hair and stuff. But like, if he actually, I don't know, maybe conformed, which is bad, but like if he conformed to like more what people, the taste people have, then they wouldn't be so hateful on him.
I don't know, man. He's doing great. He's got Selena Gomez.
Right,
he's a great producer.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Do you think he got more hate than Benson Boone?
Oh no, I think people really hate Benson Boone.
Which is so funny because I personally see like Benny's like way more talented than Benson Boone.
Right, but the hate was disproportionate.
Yeah.
Looks, whereas Benson Boone is like more conventionally attractive.
He just makes so bland music.
Yeah,
they don't care.
And his music sucks, but he was more attractive. But they still hate on him anyway.
At least he can front flip,
Yeah, but he's doing it less. I heard that he's not flipping anymore and he's doing something else.
What could possibly come next? That's crazy. Whatever.
Okay.
Anyway, I don't think anybody cared about this, but Millie Bobby Brown was engaged to her husband. I'll give you $1 if you can give me his name.
I know it. Bon Jovi.
Bong Jovi, which I think is funnier.
Bong Jovi?
Yeah.
So that's a nickname?
No, that's his actual last name, I'm pretty sure.
No, it's Bon Jovi. Because you know John Bon Jovi?
Yeah.
He's John Bon Jovi's son.
Really?
Oh, you didn't know that?
No, I didn't know that. I thought he was just making fun of him.
No, that's John Bon Jovi's son.
Because Bong Jovi sounds like a hilarious, like marijuana-themed John Bon Jovi cover band.
Name. No.
Dude, that's so
Look it
funny.
Up. What is it?
Let's see. But here it says Jake Bong Jovi.
Oh, well, because like I think for John Bon Jovi,
his stage name,
but clean or like made it simpler for
I see.
But the real Italian name is John
Bon Jovi.
Bon Jovi. Yeah.
I did not know that I was his son. Yeah. That's crazy.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
I saw them only because people were surprised that they had announced that they were engaged, but then also adopted a child, which is great. But then people were, I don't want to say being harsh on them, but maybe this is the right way to phrase it, because they're so young. She's only like 21. And there was like, what could you possibly be ready for a child at that age for? And it's like, a lot of people do that, and not everybody has the kind of money and support that they have. So I think that's fine. That kid's probably going to grow up, live a great life.
Yeah, but do you know the details about the adoption or why they adopted?
I didn't read any about that. I think they're just like happily married and want children,
but don't want to go through pregnancy.
Maybe it's a career choice also.
I mean, which is great. It's great to adopt. We need more adoptions.
We need more adoptions, and it is a very arduous process. And for people who have the means to do so, please, by all means.
Yeah, so that's good.
That's good, yeah. But I didn't see any other big relationship things this summer. Did you?
No. I guess the only. Do you know what a Labubu is?
Of course I know what a Labubu is.
Do you have one?
No, I don't have one,
no,
but...
That's just like the one topic, which is the trends.
Blind boxes.
Yeah, so this summer, I guess, there was no pop music, but there was Labubu. So, but then what I saw was that Labubus is it a recession indicator? Like, I'm sorry, everything in this episode is going to be about money and budgeting, but so like, it's a recession indicator, and it's called luxury poverty. Have you heard of that?
I have not heard of this phrase.
So that's why, like, other recession indicators are like when women buy lipstick because it's a small luxury people can afford. Back in whenever the stock market crashed, people would buy lipsticks, and now they're buying Labubus because we can't afford
like Gucci bags or anything,
or luxury, but we can afford Labubus.
Interesting.
And that's a small little luxury, but it's called luxury poverty because we can afford those things, but not
small items that still
small
display.
Items, but not like things that are going to make a difference in your life. Like people can't buy homes or houses or cars and stuff, so that they can buy little things.
Right.
So that's why the Labubus are coming up because that's a recession indicator. What do you think?
I mean, I've never heard that phrase, but it is fascinating to think of that as a concept. I would wonder what other items fall into that category.
Dubai chocolate. So
that's so funny.
Right, so like that's what's coming up this summer with Labubus and Dubai chocolate because those are luxuries that people can afford, but they can't invest in their 401k.
Right.
And they can't buy a house.
Would you rather have a Labubu or a house?
Right. But we can't afford the house, so we just buy the Labubu.
Interesting. Have you had Dubai chocolate?
No, but my sister won't stop talking about it.
It's just melted chocolate and pistachio. What are we doing? Like,
so have you had it? I haven't had it.
I've had a chocolate bar that my friend split with me because he wanted to try it, and it's like, this is a chocolate. What do you want from me? Like,
you weren't blown away by the pistachio inside.
No, it just tastes like what you would imagine chocolate and pistachio to taste like, except like a little crunchier.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna try some because my sister's gonna bring some.
I mean, by all means. Yeah. Have you seen the chocolate in the covered strawberries in a cup?
No.
Oh my god, that was a thing for a while, and they had it at Bryant Park, and I was walking through one day and I actually saw it for the first time in person, and I was like, how expensive could this possibly be? How much would you pay for chocolate covered strawberries in a cup?
Was it like what, $35?
It was almost $30, and I was like, what the fuck?
It was just in Bryant Park.
Just in one of the stalls in like in the village that they have set up over there.
Yeah.
Listen, maybe if we're in a recession, don't spend $30 on chocolate and strawberries.
Yeah.
But
otherwise you're gonna be miserable, and so you want to splurge on something.
I guess.
Because then you can't afford the house, and then you're just not buying any little luxuries, so you're just miserable.
Or you're buying Labubus trying to get rich, getting the special one.
Yeah.
Which I don't know what the odds are, but imagine you're not getting it most of the time.
No. Well, I want to buy a Lafufu. You know what a Lafufu is?
Yeah, I've
it's
seen
Labubu. And they were selling them in Unisquare. And I was
That's
like, should I buy a
so
Lafufu?
funny.
But then I got friends with a real Labubu, and I was like, I would be shamed and shunned.
Would they clock you? Would they scan the QR code?
Right? No, but I'd know. I'd be like, feel such a loser with my Lafufu.
Did you see all like the novelty Labubus that would come out?
You mean the little outfits? Or
I guess with little outfits too, but they were also just like custom made Labubus that would go viral on TikTok. And there was this one British lady.
I saw.
Oh my god, that was so funny.
Yeah.
Because not only did she have the 24 karat Labubu, she also had one that got her canceled because it looked like it was in blackface.
Right. Was it supposed to be like KS?
It was supposed to be KSI, yes, which is like a YouTuber.
I guess so.
Yeah.
So so that was bad. So now she got canceled.
Which is so funny to get canceled over a Labub.
So that was what was on my radar for the summer.
Right.
What else?
Well, there was a few controversies if we want to talk about those. If you recall, not too long ago, we had Miss Sydney Sweeney.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. The jeans.
The jeans. What was it? American Eagle.
American Eagle. Which we shouldn't even say. I don't want to give them any more publicity. But anyway.
Well, it was just a very strange kind of eugenic-y ad for jeans, starring a blonde, blue-eyed white woman, which maybe not the right time to do that. And shortly after that, it was found out because people were mad that she is actually like a registered Republican in Florida, and that her whole family is like MAGA supporters and stuff like that. So I think we talked about this briefly just on our own. That we I don't know if we agreed on this, but it seemed like she's just doing anything and everything to get like endorsements and
get her bag.
Yeah, get her bag.
But so you don't think it was calculated on like the?
I don't think it was Sydney's calculation to do this, but maybe I'm wrong. But I do think that American Eagle knows full well what they're doing.
So they were. It was eugenics, and they were trying to push some agenda.
I think they're just trying to appeal to that voter base, and they know that Sydney Sweeney is very much in line with who they're trying to appeal to.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it was true, but I kind of was thinking, is it really that sinister? Are people really that, I guess, evil? They're really gonna like commandeer a jeans company and try to push this agenda?
Well, maybe I'm not giving them the benefit of the doubt, but she was just literally saying like genes are passed down from parents to offspring, determining like what?
Yeah.
Why? Why do we need to say this at all?
Yeah.
I don't know.
So anyway, glad that's over.
But I feel like if I recall, you gave much more leeway to Sydney because you recalled a different ad campaign for somebody else whose name I forget.
Brooke Shields.
Brooke Shields.
No, I guess I was not giving her leeway because we already knew that it was problematic when Brooke Shields did it when she was underage.
Right.
Oh yeah, but then so it was even worse for Sydney Sweeney because she's a fully grown adult woman.
She's a grown
27 or 28. She should know better. She like Brooke Shields, her mother made her do it basically. She
right.
knew what she was signing up for, but Sydney Sweeney knew full well what she was doing, or she should.
She should. And it's just as gross, like eugenics, and then also like essentially for Brooke Shields, that's this is not a good look for anybody.
Right.
Yeah.
But then Cat's Eye came out. You know the Cat's Eye commercial for
No, I didn't see that.
That's not on your radar?
What is this?
So recently the Gap came out with their new ad for denim back to school. So all of these were denim back to school campaigns. And theirs had Cat's Eye. You know who Cat's Eye is?
No.
They're not a K-pop group because I think they're American, but they're trying to be on this K-pop kind of vibe.
Interesting.
But so they're in this new Gap ad, which do you know the old Gap ads?
Sure.
Like all the dancing, like you know, or the swing, and like it was like a big choreographed thing in a white soundstage, and it's a really cool ad. Anyway, so Cat's Eye did theirs for denim, but because Cat's Eye is diverse, and it was like people were saying, oh, it was like a direct response to American Eagle, but it wasn't because it was actually recorded before the American Eagle ad was recorded last year.
Right. Is it? Do you like their music? Like, I've never heard of this group.
I think they had one cool viral sound. I'm not really familiar with them, but I did think it was a great ad campaign. Even if the Sydney Sweeney ad never happened, it's just a great campaign.
Right.
It's like Gap coming back to form, doing what they do best, the dancing, the you know, the cool choreography and the inclusivity and diversity. So that was great. Target
used to have ads like that were all centered around like inclusivity and diversity, and then they shied away from it. I think
because they ended their DEI initiative.
Because they used to have like really cool commercials. They had one with what's the Call Me Maybe girl, Carly Rae.
Oh yeah, Carly Rae Jepsen.
Yeah, and she had an ad with Lil Yachty, a rapper, and it was like a really good commercial that I think rehashed an old song of theirs. Or maybe not of theirs, but it was a cover. But anyway, it was good. But yeah, Sydney Sweeney, not a great look this summer.
Yeah.
Was her controversy with Glenn Howerton this summer, or was that last year? Glenn Powell.
What was the controversy? Just the
that they were essentially like cooking up on stage and then off.
Well, to me, I thought the controversy was just that everybody knew they weren't a couple. They were just trying to fabricate something for the movie sales. For the press tour.
I see.
But everybody knew they weren't a couple, so that was just kind of like annoying.
He does have an annoying face, I'll be honest. What else was funny? Oh, Katy Perry had a weird summer, I feel.
Oh, really bad summer.
Really bad summer because it started with her album, I think.
Well, yeah, because the whole Dr. Luke, Why Are You Working with Dr. Luke?
Why Are You Working with Dr. Luke?
Women's World, A Horrible Message. Horrible producer person.
Just such a hypocritical thing to do. And then shortly after, she went to space to promote.
Right.
And everybody was like, what are you doing?
Yeah, what are you doing? Like with her little daisy in space.
And then she held up like some note that nobody could read. And...
Right, with the track listing or the set list for her
Right.
album or whatever. Nobody cared.
Who else was on that flight? That was so funny. It was Oprah's friend.
Gail
King. Yes. And then she was doing an interview shortly after, like a few weeks after. And then she was like, when you're an astronaut. And everyone was like, hold on. Don't finish that sentence
right?
because
Stop right there.
This is not, in fact, what you are. But you know what's interesting about Katie? I saw a headline, I think yesterday or today, that her Lifetimes tour is actually doing like super well.
Really?
Yeah, she's set to gross like over $150 million.
Okay.
And this may not seem like a lot for a Taylor fan, but for any other artist, that's incredible. I think she might have like a huge fan base that we just are discounting still.
Probably. Or like people hate on her, but they're still going.
Yeah.
On my Instagram stories, I see people going to the concert all the time. But like, yeah, so like it was like the album and the Dr. Luke was bad. The Going to Space was bad. And then people were dogging on her for her concert, her dancing moves. Did you see that?
No. Is it bad?
Aware of that? Like there were so many videos on TikTok and social media. Like her dancing was so corny and bad, and it was like a bad video game.
Did she also use AI for some of her?
Yes, she used AI for some of the stock imagery in the background that was projected onto the screens. But then her dancing was so corny and like half-assed. People were saying it looked like a college show because it was like so poorly done. But it was the concept was it was supposed to be a video game. Like she's a video game character going around the whole arena at different levels of the video game. But it was like sloppy, so people were dogging on her for that. And then she got divorced. So that's why it's been. Was that you gonna bring that up too?
No, I completely forgot about her divorce.
That's 4 bad things for Katy Perry.
Yeah,
it was a really bad summer for her. But I guess if she's making the good money, then okay, good for you, Katy. I guess.
Kind of. How bad was the dancing? Was it like Dua Lipa early career level?
It was worse because Katy's whole shtick is like very cornball. So she was like doing the robot like really badly, like or just like even shuffling. And it was like people were like taking videos and posting on TikTok like, what is this? But then I guess it was supposed to be like her in a video game character. But just the dancing was so bad, she was like phoning it in, and then some of the sets and like flying around with the arena or whatever it wasn't working or like just looked so hokey.
I don't know anything about her tour, but is she also doing like every single album in her discography like Taylor did?
Oh yeah, so that was another ripoff because Taylor had the Eras tour, but then Katy's doing the Lifetimes tour. I'm like, oh my god,
not the same at all.
Right?
Yeah,
like, she's so like the Pepsi to Taylor's Coke.
Yeah, that's so funny.
To somebody else's McDonald's.
That is hilarious.
She's like fiddle. But anyway,
which is weird because her early work kind of still holds up.
Yeah.
Like, I love some Katy Perry songs
she was good in the early beginning of her career.
She kind of lost it a little bit there.
Yeah. Well, then also culture changed, but she kept doing the same shtick. But then culture moved on.
Yeah.
So anyway, that was the problem.
Well, anyway, congratulations, Katy, on your
make your
successful tour.
Just stop working with Dr. Luke, please.
Oh, God. Somebody has to stop working with Dr. Luke. Who else? Just this past couple of weeks, I don't know if you saw this, but Lil Nas X.
Oh yeah, I did see that.
That was wild.
Isn't that
Did you see the video?
I just saw clips.
Yeah. Well, I think it was just the clips anyway, but him running down the street that was.
Because I really always liked him.
Yeah.
I guess he's been just spiraling ever since Montero in the last album. He hasn't been working much.
Yeah.
Because he was like popping off the albums and all the singles and then going to the Met Gala. He looked great. Did he go 2 years in a row? Or he looked great and then just nothing.
Yeah, it's odd. I hope he gets help, but it was very alarming to see. He did put out a little video that I meant to watch giving an update, so I don't know how he's doing currently. I don't know if you've seen it.
I just saw them a little update like that saying that he's okay, that he was on Instagram saying he's okay, but even other people were saying he still seemed a little bit off. Like,
yeah,
his speech patterns or just seemed to, not quite back to normal. I don't know.
Yeah, which is a shame because he's great.
He is great, so I just hope that he gets it together.
Yeah,
and gets better.
Well, we'll see. Hoping for the best there. And really, the last thing I have is just recapping everything that happened with Patti LuPone.
Oh yeah, okay, let's get back into it. Yeah,
So,
Patty update.
Patti update. So, as you may recall, this all started when she got in a little bit of trouble over making comments about a show airing next to her soundstage that was being loud, in her words. And she got a lot of pushback on that because it seemed like she was criticizing the performance based on not just sound, but also maybe race a little bit.
Yes.
And there was a whole New Yorker profile on her that relayed the problems that she had with other co-stars in the past, and it got a little out of hand. But to her credit, she did apologize.
She did.
Which I don't think anybody saw coming. What did you make of her apology?
It was good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I don't know. It just seemed like you shouldn't have to be forced to apologize after all these back. Maybe just don't say stuff like that. You know?
Right. Well, that absolutely don't say stuff like that. But it's already out there, so she had to
Yeah.
apologize. But you think she was forced to apologize?
Yeah, because nothing about her character ever has indicated that she is one to apologize for anything, which, you know, I think people respect her for that, and maybe that adds to her, like, her aura or whatever. So, yeah, I think it was very surprising that she did, in fact, apologize. I think she would have just let this fade into obscurity, as all stories do eventually.
They do, right?
Yeah.
You can kind of just wait things out.
Yeah, which kind of sucks for us as a society.
It does suck.
Yeah.
Okay, so then she apologized, and then what, you wanted to bring up her TED Talk?
I wanted you to bring up this TED
Oh my
Talk
God.
because...
I didn't watch it.
No?
No, but I just thought that it happened. So then after this, she did the TED Talk like on self-awareness. So maybe that's perfect. Synergy. It's on brand.
No, it's completely off brand. It's
Or like
the
her new
problem.
brand.
Oh,
It's
she's
a
pivoting.
It's a rebrand.
Yes.
Now, like Saint Patty, very pious, and it's self-aware now.
I'm better now.
Yeah, I'm better.
That's so funny. I wish more people would watch this TED Talk and not know anything going into it.
But you didn't watch it.
No, not in its entirety. Because
Oh, but you did see.
I did see some of it, and I just couldn't get over the fact that I'm watching Patti LuPone do this.
How long was the TED Talk?
I think it was a little over 10 minutes. I don't think it was
Oh,
very
that's it.
long.
It was like short.
Yeah, it was short. Or at least the version I saw. But yeah, she also has been hanging out with a lot of more random celebrities who I never thought she would be intermingling with.
Okay.
'Cause she was courtside with Aubrey Plaza recently. I was like, how does that
I
happen?
saw that.
Yeah, and it was. I've never thought about you two ever crossing paths anywhere.
Well, it's her rehabilitation tour.
Is Aubrey Plaza the right person?
Was Aubrey Plaza in with the White Lotus?
I think she was.
Okay.
Yeah,
and she's
probably.
Like, a popular actress right now. So.
Mm-hmm. She's also had a terrible summer with her husband.
Oh yeah.
That was awful.
Wait, so she's getting divorced?
No, her husband died.
Oh.
Yeah, he passed.
Oh
away.
yeah, okay, I was aware of that.
Yeah, and then so many people were so mean to her online. It was crazy.
Why? Because she wasn't in mourning?
I have no idea. I literally have no idea what would have brought that on to attack somebody whose husband just died.
Oh, I think it's because she was making public appearances and laughing and smiling, and people were saying that's bad optics. And but it's true. Like some people, like they mourn. Don't criticize people on how they mourn. People mourn differently. And for her, you don't know if she's like crying herself to sleep every night, but she's making public appearances and putting on a brave face.
Dude,
but yeah,
people online are so fucking
vicious.
mean. But yeah, that's really all I had going. I think we covered a lot of things.
Yeah, so that's it.
Kind of, until something new happens, because it's really been a dull summer.
It's been dull. Maybe things will get more exciting in the fall.
Hopefully. When's Taylor's album drop?
Sometime in September? Or
September. So it is a fall album.
Yeah, I guess so. And then, so things hopefully can look on the up and up.
What do you think the direction is going to be for the album?
Oh, it's going to be all pop.
Really?
Because it's the return or the life of a showgirl.
Yes.
And she wrote it during the Eras tour. During the different stops on the Eras tour, she'd fly to Sweden to record with Max Martin, who you know who that is, right? Like pop songwriter icon status. So it's going to be a return to pop for Taylor.
Interesting. You would think that a fall album would be like sad girl vibes, but I guess not.
That's a good point. You're right.
Because that's been a few of her recent albums, I think, focusing on like sad music.
But now she's in love. She's engaged.
She's happy now.
Everything's being pop, and she's gonna reclaim her throne of the pop.
Gonna sell
princess.
1 billion albums and
Yeah.
be the best-selling artist of all time.
And continues to dominate our lives.
Well,
Okay,
yeah.
so I guess that's the wrap up.
That's
right?
the wrap up.
Okay.
Until next summer, I suppose.
Yeah. Or we'll do a fall episode.
Yeah, let's see if anything interesting happens there.
Okay.
Anyway, over and out.
Over now. Thank you.
Of course. Oh, fuck my legs.
Right, because yeah. Well, you at least you moved this time.
Yeah.
Because before.